a shot. So in this episode, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to do a tool review, and I'm stuttering my words a little different. But anyway, you know you've seen this drill bit selection I've got over and over again, and I go like that. Pick out my drills. Well, we're going to review this baby right here. A brand new, not really, we're not reviewing that. I'm just being goofy. What we are going to review is this Rockwell saw. 4.5 inch, 5 amps. Now, we got this little saw because we figured if we're going to cut things for the CNC, the Shapeoko, every time we have to drag out that track saw and the track and all that stuff, sometimes that's just not efficient, it's not convenient. So we decided to go ahead and get this saw. It's made by Rockwell, and we're going to open this in front of you. We have not opened this up yet. You can see it's still stuck together. Now, typically when I buy a tool, I want the tool to be useful. I want to like the tool, so we're going to probably lean towards the positive on this more than the negative, but we're going to try and give you an honest review. I'm going to open up my handy dandy box opener, and we're going to cut it open, and you're going to see what this thing looks like at the same time we do. All right. This is a corded saw because batteries die, and I've got all kinds of power here, so I don't need batteries. Got a little manual. Let's see. I'm a male, so we don't need that.
I better read it.
All right, Lisa will have to read that. But anyway, here we go with the saw. All right, it's got a fancy schmancy cardboard cover for the blade. And here it is, a 24-tooth blade. Take this thing out of the bag. Right off the bat, this has got a nice weight to it. It's a heavy little saw. I wasn't sure that it was going to be built that way. I thought it would be light and chintzy, but it seems to be heavy and balanced. Let's see what else is in the box, if anything. We've got a dust port and an Allen wrench and a fence. And the object here is to create a fence that we can clamp, a clamp-on guide, if you will, onto pieces of MDF, OSB, whatever Lisa wants to carve. And she can grab this saw instead of running that saw, because this saw takes off fingers. So we don't really want Lisa to lose her fingers. I like her fingers, I like her, we don't want her to lose her fingers. So, back to this guy. Allen wrench, dust port. See, if we open this like a guy opens things, we just yank stuff apart instead of using the zip tie. Alright, so I'm assuming this will go on here like so, and you point that right back at you. No, you point it away from you. Alright. So I will put this blade on here, and then we will come back after I've got the blade on. Okay, y'all, so here is your depth of cut adjuster, just like any ordinary circular saw. It seems to lock in place very well with minimal effort, just a little bit of effort, and it's holding very well, so we like that. You saw me in the fast forward push this button right here. That's a blade stop, so I can change the blade. You can see that. Blade guard, just like any other, but it's on the opposite side of a normal saw. We've got this one here on the top that will, let's see if I hold it this way, will bevel cut for you. I don't think we'll be doing much bevel cutting with this little saw, but it is on there. This plate, this base, is actually heavier than I thought it would be. So far, I'm pretty impressed with this. They give you a little guide. That's kind of chintzy, to be honest with you. But they have two positions for it. It can go in the rear of the saw here, or it can go in the front of the saw up here. There's a little screw there that works with the Allen wrench that you were given. I'm only doing this just to show you how it goes. Lock it in place. And then if Lisa comes down, you would see that you would be able to run that across to make your cut. So we like that. Pretty ergonomical design. Safety button here, trigger down here. You can see that. So that's pretty good. It's got a Velcro strap to hold your cord with that I'm sure will never get used again. So, nice long cord. I'm guessing it's about 6 foot long. And we do have power here. Let's let's start her up for the first time and see what it does. All right, safety button in, squeeze the trigger. Let me turn this way so you can see it. And it runs. And I have the blade in the correct way. All right, let's unplug the saw for safety before you make adjustments. Undo this. I'm not undoing the right thing, sorry folks. Allen wrench. Out comes this. That'll probably hardly ever get used as well. Snug that up. Now this saw, or the advertisement for this saw, claims that it will cut a 2x4. Now, I wonder if I have a 2x4 around here. Of course I have a 2x4. Here's one right here. Alright, we'll start with a 2x4. Now let's change it up. Let's not start with a 2x4. Let's start with a piece of 3/4 inch sanded plywood. Oh, roughly 5 inches long. Long? No, wide. I don't think this matters, but that is 5 inches wide. We're going to plug the saw back in. And I'm going to grab my safety glasses for safety reasons. Let's be safe here. Put these on. They're nice and girly colored. And I'm just going to make a cut across here. Lisa's laughing at me because I said girly colored.
They're
anyway,
clear.
let's just make a straight cut if I can and see how this thing goes through the wood. Here we go. Kind of like butter. Goes through like butter and it gives you a handy dandy amount of dust. Alright, that's a piece of 3/4 inch plywood. Now let's put it to the true test. Alright folks, so this cut I'm not going to pay too much attention to. I'm just going to cut it off and see if the saw will do what it proclaims that it will do. Not too shabby. Alright, now the next thing, let's see if I can make a mark on here and cut square, true, straight. Not sure where this saw lines up. That says 0 right there. That's your mark. I'm getting tangled in my cord. Let's see if we can cut this off. Oop. Let's give it a little test. I'm not very good with the saw. Okay guys, one more thing that we just noticed. On the back end of this is a tool holder for that Allen wrench. So you don't ever have to lose it like I would. Yay. There you go. Cool. But there you have it folks. Rockwell handheld saw. I'm pretty impressed with it. It works very, very well. It's worth the $89. And this one came from the Big Blue store. I'm not going to say their name, but if you're interested in getting a saw, you know, a small handy saw like this, I would highly recommend the Rockwell saw. I'm not sponsored by them. This is just something that Lisa and I thought maybe we could make use of. So there you have it. Rockwell 4.5 inch 5 amp saw. This one right here. Alright folks, there you have it. I hope you got something out of this video. I hope you liked the video. Give me a comment, give me a like, give me a share. Please subscribe. We're at 320 subscribers right now. You guys are outstanding. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And as always, catch you on the next one.